Relax.
No, this isn't cool.
Relax.
All right. Hey, what's going on, everyone? We're back. We had some major issues in the beginning. For some reason, it wasn't streaming to any of our pages. We're waiting for the Wicked Wiccan Sisters to join us on our show. Sorry about that, everybody. I know we're 5 minutes late. They should be coming on soon. Again, we had technical difficulties. That's why we're a couple minutes late. I'm going to start our opening, and then we'll get ready to go. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I think we figured everything out. Not sure what happened a little bit there, but welcome to All Things Paranormal with Mike and Adam from Two Brothers Extreme Paranormal. And tonight we have Stacy and Nicole from the Wicked Wiccan Sisters. What's going up, girls? How's it going?
Hey, it's going.
That's good. Well, thank you guys for being guests on our show tonight.
Sorry
about the technical difficulties. I think it was on our end. I'm not sure what happened there. But so it's your spotlight. Everybody wants to know. We have a lot of people that want to know about the Wicked Wiccan Sisters. So tell us about you
guys. Well, we are actually real sisters. Anybody who knows about witchcraft, they're always talking about their sisters, which we do have many sisters, but we are actual sisters. We are clinical psychologists. We also we have studied parapsychology. We have our masters in psychology. We have been ghost hunting our whole entire lives. We just didn't know it. And recently we were debuted in a very popular paranormal magazine. And we take our mom along.
Congratulations.
Yeah, we take mom with us
sometimes. So what's the magazine that you guys were just featured in?
It is Eclipse Paranormal.
That's cool.
Congratulations.
Well,
that's really cool. Congratulations.
Eclipse Paranormal cover story was it's actually American Paranormal Magazine. I told you we're not tacky.
So we talked before, and you told us that you have very unique ways that you guys do investigations. Tell us some of your unique ways.
Well, she likes to do the pendulum board and drawing in energy, and I really think that having the three of us together is extremely powerful. I think that our mom is a natural, and we kind of got it from her. We've been doing this with her our entire lives. We didn't even know that we were ghost hunting when we were little, when we would go to graves and we would take pictures and then look back through our pictures to see what we could catch. And we would always catch something, but we had no idea that was ghost hunting back then. It was just, we were just on a vacation with our parents. That was normal.
Or that we didn't realize that it was a talent to be able to see, hear, and feel spirits, because it's always been so hush. You know what I mean? Like the whole witchcraft and the whole paranormal, it's out there now, but it didn't used to be, when we were kiddos.
It's the truth. When I was growing up being a paranormal investigator, I started early at 16, and when you tell people, people look at you crazy. You didn't want to tell people what you did. They thought you were
Yeah.
crazy, like, oh, there's no such thing. And it's amazing out of all these years later that how big it's gotten now. Everyone's getting into it. And I think that's awesome. I think that's really cool.
I wish our dad were still here. We lost him a few years ago.
I'm
Because
so sorry.
Thank you. I think we got a lot from him as well. He could see things, hear things, feel things, and he didn't want to. It really scared him. But he was starting to open up to it with us. When we opened up a little business, we started by selling metaphysical items and like handmade Ouija boards and cremains, things like that. We would take ashes and make handmade items with them. So we started out doing that, and then he started opening up more to it. So it would be interesting to see what we could do with him if we sat down and really tried.
Gotcha.
For sure.
That's one of the biggest things I think a lot of us get into the paranormal too, is try to connect with the other side, people that we've lost, and sometimes it comes through. And I mean, we've had luck with a couple of our friends that we've lost, good friends of ours, and we've had connections with them through things. But
our camera guy, which was a very long friend of mine, he comes through a lot. I'm pretty sure he calls me the name every time we go to a location, but I haven't exactly identified that it's him calling me it. But he used to call me it in real life, and ever since he's passed, I get called my nickname.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a fun nickname.
I think we're at 13 for 13.
Yeah,
there's two of them, and one's asshole and one's dick. And every location since he's passed, we went to, I've gotten called it, but so, loved ones is definitely the reason.
That's
Now,
awesome to hear
how
that
many-
experience. So.
yeah, it's heartwarming. I would take it, I guess, when he comes through, because like he was a big part of our team. It was literally the three of us for the longest time. We took him out on a couple, and we connected, and he had a blast. He was more of an explorer type,
Yeah.
so we lost some.
It was hard to get him to camera us. We said, hey, you're the camera guy. You got to, follow us, and like we would turn around and have you seen Foster? But so loved one, like I said, loved ones is a very good part. So
I'm a viber, so I just felt that I'm glad you guys were able to talk to him.
Thanks. It's a little piece that was missing that was reconnected through our investigations, which helps a lot. It makes us feel good afterwards when we know he's there with us still, no matter what.
He comes to one of our favorite locations, which is Mid Orange Correctional Facility. And the last time we were there, we were with one of the owners, Get Haunted, and he came through, and it was. I'll admit it. I cried a lot, and that's one thing that keeps me going, is knowing that when we go to these places, there is loved ones that do follow us.
Yep. Very true. Now, how many places have you guys been to? You've been several different locations with your techniques that you guys use, or how does it work?
Like she said, we've kind of been doing it our whole life and didn't always know. But now that we consider what we feel and what our dad was able to feel and see when he was a child, and we've gotten into it a lot more, like we are seeing that we have gifts to be able to do what we do. I'm not even sure to be able to count how many times we were able to do that, because we grew up in a haunted house. And so I feel like I had this thing every other night. I would run up there, get my nightgown and run down the stairs. Like I could see like the spirits were there. So
Yeah. That's amazing. That really is amazing.
Awesome.
we had our dog come through one time when we were at the Bell Mansion. So I totally feel
I feel like he comes through in one way every single time we go somewhere.
mhm.
We
That's
take his
awesome.
truck. And he's
That
always
was my next question. I was going to ask you guys if he comes through a lot on your investigations whenever you guys are out.
Every time something.
something
That's cool.
weird.
So when we talked before too in Messenger, you guys also collect haunted items? Do you guys have
we
like
have
kind of like a museum type thing?
I would love to have a museum. That's like my ultimate
We're working on it.
bucket list
That's cool.
thing. Is having a museum full of old antique crazy stuff. We have an embalming machine from 1920s. We have
Oh wow.
human remains like crazy. Hair from a 14-year-old boy from Paris in the 1800s. I mean, a wax doll that's supposedly haunted. Just
That's cool.
really cool stuff. But it's hard to take that stuff with us. Something always gets broken every time we go somewhere. So we want to try to put it online or have a museum, but that's,
Yeah.
I mean,
You guys know how hard it is to do what we do already. So like so what we want is like a brick and mortar / you can come see our cool if you want to. You know what I mean?
That's cool.
But
Yeah, no, that's really cool.
it's so hard to get all that going, but we are on our way.
That's cool.
You know,
that's why
you
we're
gotta
just kind
have-
of doing paranormal. We're investigating right now and slowly working on getting the shop going where we can get pictures taken and get everything online. And
That's cool. Now, I noticed that you guys do a lot of paracons and a lot of kind of cool stuff like that too. Do you bring your items with you there? Can people come see them at your table?
yeah, we usually bring like a minimum of 4 tables with us to every vendor. But this past year, a lot of our items got broken. A lot of our expensive things got broken. Some things get stolen. So I think we're going to cut it down to like 1 or 2 tables and just bring some really key items.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, like the ones that stick out the most. You know, it is tough. Like I have to admit, like when we have stuff that we bring places too, you're traveling and it's hard to keep everything together without breaking anything. And a lot of them are valuable stuff that you don't want to break, but they don't make good enough cases yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out. You got to find some kind of cases for artifacts that you don't have to like shockproof, like something that works. Yeah,
Something
yeah,
affordable
definitely.
too, because it's expensive.
And she said something affordable too, because all of
Yes,
this is
exactly.
expensive.
Yeah, it is. What we all do is it's not cheap. It's for the love of it. That's what we try to tell people. We do the things we do because we love doing it. And you guys are the same way. I can see I watch your Instagram page all the time, and you guys are out having a blast doing what you love to do, and that's amazing. That's cool.
Even if we have to take Mom doesn't like to ghost hunt, but she helps us run the store. But after we lost Dad and she was a spoiled little brat by my dad, we got to take her to do this stuff.
He spoiled all of us a lot. We were very spoiled. So we're all relearning how to live life without him.
Without our dad.
It's tough.
That's what dads do, is spoil their kids. I'm learning that because I try to spoil my son, and it's only been 9 months.
Get ready for it.
He has no clue.
Look, I already bought him his first go-kart. I already bought him his first tractor.
So John Deere, he's like 9 months old.
Yeah, he had a John Deere lawnmower when he was only 3 months in my wife's belly.
So now, do you guys have any cool stories or anything from your investigations? Like, do you guys have like certain places that you guys love to go to, like your main location, or like fill us in? Tell us some cool stories from your experiences.
I'm trying to think.
Our best story is obviously from the Bell Mansion when we contacted our dad. Because we're 100% sure that was him. I mean, there was no other explanation. I'm very skeptical. Like, I'm the skeptic in the group. I'm the one that's like, let's debunk this.
She's
you
like,
guys are
yeah,
crazy.
You're right. And I'm like,
but yeah, there's no other explanation for it.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear what happened?
Go for it. Yeah, absolutely. We would love to hear.
Okay, so we're ghost hunting in the Bell Mansion. We thought we were alone. We didn't know there was another team there. It was like, what, 3 guys?
Two men that were the veterans. They
had won a hunt there.
Set of tickets. Yeah.
And we were just staying there because we were vending. So we were going to vend the next day. But she was like, oh, yeah, go ghost hunting while you're there. So, of course, we did. But she didn't tell us that they were going to be there. So we get scared anyway because we didn't know they were going to be there. But when we were finally like, okay, they're cool, let's ghost hunt together, we were in the basement in the little crawl space, and we see a sticker in there that looks like an old it's a
so my dad
snake.
Yeah, my dad worked at the Air Force there in Fort Wayne Air Force Base. We were Air Force brats, but we were lucky to have Dad at home other than when he went overseas. Because, yes, they sent him overseas. But so they were based out of Fort Wayne. Okay. And I am the boy of us 3 girls. It's my mom and us girls. I would go to work with my dad on his drill weekends. Like, I knew all the outs and ins of this place. Like, I love the jets. Like, anyways, story short, there were these stickers in a perfect circle, and they're old school because I remember in 5th grade giving them out, being like, this is where my dad works. This is where my dad works. My dad's in the Air Force. So, and they discontinued them, you guys. Like,
yeah, they've updated the emblem.
Yes, but these stickers are discontinued as of like when my sister turned, and she's younger than me, turned like in your 20s. So we would keep them, and like they were and my dad had like pencils. Like, you know what I mean? Like, your dad would be like, here's a sticker of the Black Snakes 122nd Fighter Wing. Yeah.
So I immediately and like, that's my dad. I was like, that's Dad's sticker. That's Dad's sticker. And then the guy that was there that night was like, oh, well, I worked with the one. It's
122nd.
Yes, 122nd Fighter Wing. And he was like, I worked there. And we're like, no, you didn't. Why would you lie about that? That would be insane.
We were already crying, by the way.
And we're already emotional. And he was like, no, look. He pulled out a coin, an Air Force coin that said 122nd Fighter Wing on it. And he said, what was your dad's name? And we told him. And he said, I passed him every day at work. He was a good guy. And I was like, I got to go outside and cry for about 2 hours and I'll be back.
Dude, I was on my knees. I was on my knees in the basement of the Bell Mansion. Everybody can think it's pervy to sound because people are jerks. But no, dude, like when you said earlier, you guys, with your friend, like I was on the floor. Like people were like, are you okay? And I like, I am, but I'm not. And it was so fresh after our dad had passed away too. So.
Wow.
I'm sorry. I was so obsessed about that. So when Stacy told me about the sticker, I said, nope, way. Like, you're not going to lie about my dad. And I was like, not her, but other people were like, oh, this and that. And I'm like, no, it was like, I remember being in 5th grade, you know, here's my dad's sticker. Here's my dad's pencil.
And they didn't know we were going to be there. They didn't know
They had
anything
no
about
idea.
our dad. Like, there was no way for it to be set up. We didn't know they were there. It was just wild. It was
Wild. You guys know what I mean?
Wow, yeah. That's a crazy story. That's unbelievable.
really,
Wow.
I had to cry.
Like when your bestest friend comes through.
Yep. And a lot of people don't understand that either. You know, like a lot of people are looking at it like, oh, well,
Yeah,
is it
right.
really them? And you know those little certain things, like you guys said with stickers and all that kind of stuff, that it's actually them, and it hits home big time, especially for him because Foster was they were like really good friends.
We're going to Ohio. We'll hear a song that Dad used to sing all the time, and we'll be like, we were just thinking about him. That's him, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Just something. We'll see something.
Well, it's always something related to Dad being strong too. So we go to the Monroe house, ghost hunting.
Nice.
And so in the one room, like I don't even know the story because I was crying. On the table in the seance room is a picture of someone related to the Monroe house or not. I don't know. They have pictures in there, all sorts. And the guy was in the United States Air Force. So we were like, knock on wood. Yep, that's Dad. Like,
wow.
Just something freaking random like that every time. It's got something to do with the flag and him being in the Air Force and us just, he was so prestigious and we're still so proud. And
it's like he's saying, we're here or I'm here. I'm with you no matter what.
And there you go. There, I heard Ramblin' Man on the way here today to do the podcast. I was just thinking he's singing with him, singing that song right now, and I hear it.
That's amazing.
Every time.
Yep. Yeah, we do that on our way to our investigations. We have a playlist that we play of music, and it's a lot of Foster stuff that we play. Kind of gets us hyped up a little bit for our investigation at night, but it also makes us think of he's there with us while we're out doing our thing. But it hits home. When little things like that come throughout the night, you're like, wow. You know, it makes you think, like, they're actually still here.
When you know. And that's when you know you're doing everything in the right direction.
Yep.
You know?
It is true. It's very true.
Yeah. Oh, trust me, I know. I ask him all the time if I'm doing the right things, and he shows signs that I am, you know, and that's what keeps me intrigued about the paranormal.
For sure.
I'm thinking that we need to open a practice of therapy for paranormal investigators because it drains your energy on a level that I cannot even explain. You're hungover for a week after you go ghost hunting.
Yep, it's the paranormal hangover.
I didn't know if you guys Mike, I think you knew, but we literally have our master's in psychology and we do parapsychology, and it's such a broad range of doing what we do. So we can help our friends that are going through that paranormal hangover. We have helped talk to spirits, to link the spirits, there's just so many different directions to go. And we literally were like, do we open what do you call it? Like the fellow investigator / spirit, like therapy office?
Yeah. The paranormal hangover. Yeah. No, that I think, you know, you're onto something there. That would be great because it takes several days for us to recuperate after just one night and being on a location. And I pretty much sleep like Sunday. Sundays is the day, like I sleep the day away because I feel so drained after being out Saturday night, especially where we're going. If the place is bigger, forget about it. It lasts a couple days.
Yeah, we take 5 days if it's more than one night.
Yeah.
Look, I go to work one Monday morning and they're like, "What'd you do? Go ghost hunting on the weekend?" And I'm like, "Yeah."
Yeah, same here. Monday morning, my clients are like, "You look tired. You have no idea."
Where did you go this past weekend?
But then you can't sleep either because you're like, boop, boop. That is off the hook.
You're wired. It's that wiredness.
It makes it
Yeah.
Yes, I'm still
There's times where we
foggy
get
weekend.
Yeah, there's times where we get back to the hotel and we don't even fall asleep till like 5 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Yeah, we gotta wake up.
And then we gotta drive 6 to 8 hours back.
Know that.
Yep, we don't even get a hotel most of the time. We just go straight through and then go straight home.
Yeah.
I mean, you're so wired
really
anyway.
to do that, but yeah. We thought about it in the past. I mean, the shortest amount of time that we've gone is about 3.5 hours away from where we live, but our trips lately have been 6 to 8 hours long. So it's just better for us to just stay at a hotel and relax for a little while, then head home the next morning. But it's what we love to do, though. I mean, you guys agree. It's what we love to do. We all love being in the paranormal society, as I call it.
You do.
So
But
go for it. Sorry.
Go ahead.
There you go. Okay. No, I was gonna get back to your haunted items that you guys have. Is there any specific items that you guys actually stands out the most? And do you keep the items in your home, or do you have a certain area where you take the items and keep them?
I actually have the embalming machine, the wax doll, and some of the human remains on the hutch in my dining room.
No, that's cool. People come in. No, it's just don't worry about that. It's human remains.
Some things are so delicate that even if you keep them in storage, like that embalming machine, the more we move it, it's so old, it's falling apart.
And
So.
we're not doing that no more. I keep my dining room is not even a dining room, so it's like the it's the makeshift inside store, I guess you would say, right? So I can grab the stuff that's sprays and oils, but then our big, huge ticket items, we do have a place. We're trying to get it fixed up, but we got a place. The stuff that can get cold, but we literally kind of live, sleep, eat, and breathe it. My dining room is just like a little stock room with some crazy ass shit in it. But we're always creating stuff, always. She's always making the epoxy. We are always making our sprays and our oils and stuff. It's just
that's cool.
I don't know. I think it's kind of cool that we've got Chucky and 4 haunted dolls right out there if you want to go look right now.
That's awesome. Now, I'm scared shitless, I'm going to say, of dolls, but I love Chucky. And then we were just at this place last weekend, and they had a doll room. And when I walked in, I was like, oh, hell no. They were everywhere on top shelves. They were on the ground. They were on shelves everywhere. And
don't let him lie. He turned whiter than the ghost.
Yeah, no, that's not my thing. I don't like dolls.
I look over and he's just like... I look over and Mike's just...
We actually have a doll that we believe has a spirit from Waverly Hills in it. So,
why, you want to see one of her dolls?
Boy. Yeah, bring them on. Let's see it.
Which one do you want? Does he want
Waverly?
Chucky, Tiffany,
Waverly for sure.
There you go.
We had her.
Okay, Bugsy.
And we took her to Waverly Hills with us at a vendor, and we left her there overnight. And we said, any kids are welcome to play with her because there was a lot of kids in that area. Reportedly, there was a lot of kid activity in that area. So we told them they were welcome to play with her and do whatever. And ever since then, this doll has been mischievous. We will lose on the way to a vendor, but we'll find it somewhere weird. One time we were coming home and we're like, her shoe and sock is missing. We found it at a gas station on our way home. So everyone, you me because I don't have my shoes with me, but we find them on the way home.
Yeah, that's not weird.
We don't even try to sell her anymore. We just keep her. And we call her Waverly.
Waverly, that's perfect.
It's like the key.
And we had some other mediums and stuff like Holder, and they immediately brought her back and said she does not want to be with me. She wants you guys. This is Waverly.
Oh, boy. Hi, Waverly. She's creepy. I like it. The only reason I like it is because it's on that end.
She's got like the old school hair too, you guys. Like, so it's like, it's old. It's not even just made up. This freaking little locket, when we got her, she had it on. Did you tell them about their sock? Yep. I just bought her new socks, but look, she still cries.
Oh, I was like, what was that? I heard that. I'm like, wait a minute. That's funny.
I should usually is a lot louder. She doesn't want to be on film right now.
No. Oh, there you go. That's creepy. Okay.
She's so old. I don't like to travel around with her that much anymore, though, because like she is old school, and I don't want her.
That's when they made things amazing. Like the dolls back then are it was like realistic hair.
Realistic everything.
I wonder if it is a real human's hair.
Yeah. Especially when the eyes look like they're following you everywhere you go.
Yeah. I still haven't figured that out when you go into a doll room and it's like all the eyes turn like right at you. It's like,
and until we started doing paranormal, I never realized how every single place you go, they're like, "Oh, this is the doll room," and you're like,
every place. That is true. That is true. And now that I think about it, there is, and it's all the places that are back in the day.
There's only one place we've gone.
Which one? Well, it's a hospital. I mean, a jail, but all the old school places, houses, and all that stuff, they have a doll room. That's very true.
Yeah, like the Monroe House. At the Monroe House, they have like really nothing anywhere except for like old stuff that they buy to put into the house. But like, bam, you go upstairs, the one bedroom totally empty, other bedroom dolls.
Yep.
Go to next bedroom, empty.
Did you notice it's always upstairs though? It's always on the second or third floor. I never thought of that until now. See, now you're bringing my nightmares to life.
There is.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
So, what is your most haunted artifact?
I don't know. There's some we don't bring in the house.
Yeah, that was what I was going to ask you too. With these haunted artifacts in the house, do you notice anything different? Like any weird things happen?
See, that was
not really, but I kind of, we don't really allow it, you know. Like I tell everything, you're not allowed in here. You're not allowed to mess with me and my family. So I don't know. The only time we had anything really weird happen was when we work with cremains. And a lot of times weird things will happen while we're actually working with them. Colors won't work. If they didn't particularly like that color, maybe. We had one guy that the mom wanted a specific color for his resin. And we kept trying and it wasn't working. But once we went to his color, it worked just fine. Everything went smooth then. But we gave, obviously all the remains to her.
We call them cremation because we work with cremains and we call them cremations. And then all of our creepy antiques, we call them creeptiques.
Creeptiques, yep. I remember you told me that in the messengers. Yeah. I like that name, Creeptiques.
So I actually have
it's trademark. Don't be
here.
I'm not taking it. No, you're good. Don't worry.
I have officers' remains here, and it's weird. Like you go over there, you can feel it. You know, like it's a wooden box, and most people look at it and go, "Oh, is that the remains of someone?" You know, they go over there like, "Why does it feel weird over here?" And it's like, because my buddy's right there in the box.
We have a travel dad.
So,
wow.
so I'm in the process of I have a little small thing of remains of philosophy. I'm making I have a little keychain Volkswagen emblem that's hollow. I'm trying to figure out how to get the remains in there and plug it back up.
We do that.
Big
We can do that for you. You can mail it to us,
cool.
and then we'll do it. And then we'll do it like
Where you guys
really.
located out of?
Where are you guys located?
Silver Lake in Akron, Indiana.
Oh wow, gotcha. That's not too bad. Yeah, we'll send. You'll have to mail it to them.
Where are you guys
That'd be
at?
cool. We're actually out of Connecticut, Middletown, Connecticut. We're that little blue state up in the right corner that everybody hates.
I was gonna say you wanted to meet us at the mini mart, but never mind. It's Connecticut.
Yeah, see? And I know there's somebody on here that's from Connecticut right now too. Andrew. Andrew's watching. He knows what we're
I'm
talking
not
about.
from Connecticut. It's just so far from us. It sounds so far.
It is far. It's that little state that's up on the northeast that is just it's far away. It's far away. Let's put it that way.
And it's not worth it.
We love Connecticut.
No, seriously. Private message us, one of us, and we'll help you.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
that.
I don't know. We'll have to send it out there. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome.
We since our dad was in the military, my dad wanted me and my sister to make his mom into bullets for him and his younger brothers. One was older, one was younger, but we put our grandma in a bullet for our dad.
That's really cool.
Oh, well, I'm not going to send my dad there.
And we walk around with our look. This is travel dad.
Oh, that's cool.
That is cool. Wow.
It's our dad, and we travel with him.
Dude, I'm going to have to send my dad.
We have tattooed on us as well.
Yep.
That's
cool.
incredible. That's really cool.
I'll have to send to my dad too.
Yeah, we got a lot of stuff that you gotta send them. The host
So my dad will be 4 years next month that my dad passed away, and I'll have to send you him and although he was a big hunter, I'll have to send you a shotgun.
Seriously,
Yeah, no, that would be pretty.
he put her father-in-law into a grenade for my bro. And
that just happened.
Nothing I can say is cooler than that. Checkmate.
That is
Checkmate.
That just happened. That's wow. I mean, usually anything. I mean, you could probably do anything with it.
dude, yes. We have a shelf. It's called a dad shelf, but it's got dads on it.
So what?
Morbid, but like right before my dad passed, he said that I could have his leg. He bequeathed me his leg. So I stand firm that I have his leg.
Right here too.
The cancer had actually spread to his leg, like the bone. So he was like, just cut it off and you can take it and put it in your weird stuff. And I'm like, okay.
Our weird stuff collection. Our dad was, he was too. He'd be like, "That shit's weird, Coley and Stacer, but go do it if you're gonna do it. Be about it, motherfucker." And I'd be like, "Whoa, Dad, whoa." Speaking to me, he was so adorable. God.
He sounds cool.
Yeah. That's cool.
Mama, like, you tell them.
That's funny.
So
We're just sorry.
That's all right. So,
Hey, we're having fun.
Out of paranormal, what is your guys' favorite thing to do?
Well, we got some new toys recently, so we're having fun playing with all the new paranormal equipment we got.
Yeah.
Cool.
And
What you guys get? Anything?
What?
What'd you guys get?
Oh my gosh. So got the RAM pod, and it's the red one, you know, like the main one. So we got a music box, a RAM pod, and Oculus.
We were Ovulus. I can't remember.
Ovulus, whatever.
Is it Ovulus or Oculus?
I call it succubus. We got an IR camera with IR lights, okay, and 3 batteries to back that up. And we got an SV11 that's loud.
We have 2 of those now.
Yeah, we have 2.
Nice. That's a good collection.
Capos and Maglite. Bam.
There you go. That's his favorite, the
That's my
Maglite.
favorite. Oh, sorry, my hand's over. Maglite. Love it.
Our mom loves the Maglite too, don't she?
Mm-hmm.
She thinks that the Maglite has a name. She thinks the flashlight's name is Robert. I was like, no, Mom.
Robert.
Just what she named it.
Yeah, like, oh, so it's not. Okay. We just tell her whatever. Well, she thinks the flashlight is Robert just because she has the spirit come through, but it's not always going to be Robert, you know?
Yep. Yeah, it's we've been using the Maglite for a longest time, and there's a lot of skeptics that didn't like the Maglite when we were with them. Who's the foot? That's cool.
That's our
Gotcha.
dad. We've always talked about him, but we never showed him. And that's our badass dad with my my nephew, Axel.
Gotcha.
Oh, look, I'm in there too. I took a selfie. But anyways, we wanted to. I feel like we talk about dad a lot, but we never post pictures about him. So there is the man, the myth, the legend. He's a badass.
Yeah, he really is. Sounds like he is.
And he was
Definitely
also
sounds like
he was a 5th grade black belt.
okay, yeah. So somebody you don't mess with either.
No big deal.
Yeah, he only went overseas 8 times or something.
Yeah, that's no big deal at all.
Sorry, I just never. No, until today I was reading this article, and like we talked a lot about mom and dad, but I have noticed that we do. Like I just showed you my dad, so I thought maybe we should put a face with the name.
There you go. That worked. It's wow, yeah, no, that's cool. He sounded like he was a really badass character. Like he sounded like he had a cool personality. What you guys are explaining. But yeah. So, you guys have any events that are coming up where your fans and watchers and viewers can come see you guys?
We are next weekend going to be at Kosciuszko County Jail for our 2nd time, and then the weekend after that we're witches, of course, so we're going to be going to the Beltane Bash, which is May 5th. And if you guys follow like the witchery kind of way, like it's kind of like a little after spring equinox, so it's a little further into the summer, you know, so it's kind of like for Mother's Day And then it's Beltane, which is at the 1st of May. And yeah, we're going to a witch's Beltane bash.
Cool.
What else? We have the Great America Haunted Conference coming up. We're going to the Hannah House. We have a few private locations where it's just going to be like just us. You know, we're going to, I don't know, like we love going with a few of our friends or whatever, but we found we get the most best results when it's like literally just a small net group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if it's private and everybody can afford it, let's do it. Because public, you don't know who's going to be there, and they throw your energy off and shit, don't they? They always throw your energy off sometimes.
Gotcha. Yeah. I mean, we've been to several public events actually through Get Haunted, and thankfully everyone that we've worked with in those public events have been really cool, or they're actual teams themselves. So that definitely helped out big time for us. But I definitely know what you mean. We went to a place up in Vermont, and it was an event company that we've never dealt with before. It was I think it was to raise money for the castle. It was Wilson Castle, and it was weird being around people you don't know, because I agree, the energy was definitely off, and it was definitely a learning experience too, trying to see what they're doing, plus sometimes they get on top of you not realizing what they're doing. So
It was good.
it was amazing. We had a blast, but it's a big learning process.
It actually made us want to get the place.
Yeah, yep, we booked it privately for this year. We're kind of excited about that, but
We did the same thing with OSR, didn't we? We were like, with a bunch of people, it was still badass, but we're definitely doing a private. So if we do a private at OSR, are you guys interested?
Where is it?
India.
definitely send us.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely send us the information. We'll have to see, like, when is it? What's the date for it?
We don't know yet, but we were starting to think about, so to get the whole freaking place to ourselves is $1,500. And we just want to be able to go and investigate all night. So if everybody paid X amount, nobody's gaining, nobody's losing, and we all just get to run around this big, huge freaking prison all night long.
Nice.
You know?
It's
Send us the information. I don't think Ohio's that far for I think it's like an 8-hour drive for us to Ohio.
Well, it's about 4 hours for us. It's 3 hours and 45 minutes. But man, when
Gotcha.
you drive up there, you're like,
Oh, I know. That's how it is when we go to Pennhurst. When you drive to Pennhurst, the place in Pennsylvania, you roll up to the place and you're like, oh my God, this place is massive. There's so many buildings.
that's on our bucket
I'm
list.
trying to figure out how Ohio is.
Eastern State Penitentiary is like that. Philadelphia.
So it's 11 hours, 17 minutes.
Oh, it's 11 hours.
To go Ohio.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, no, definitely send it. That'll be cool. That'll be a good trip. Cool trip.
That's
Yeah.
a long ass
Have that.
drive.
Give you the plan.
But we're
The
coming up towards the end
7
7
hours.
of the show, and if you guys want to shout out where your fans and all the viewers can find you guys on the social media, I know you guys have Instagram and TikTok. If you guys want to talk about that, and let them know.
Yep. We have a private coven, and it's just a private group. It's called Wicked Wiccan Sisters. Look us up on Facebook. We have a business page on Facebook and also just a group on Facebook. We don't do much on our business page on Facebook because people are assholes, okay? And then also on Instagram and TikTok, it's just look up Wicked Wiccan Sisters.
That's awesome. Well, I want to take time and thank you guys so much for coming on. and it was great meeting you guys. We had a blast, and we'll definitely have to do this again, and maybe we'll head up your way. Maybe we'll guys work together some night. You never know. But thank you guys again. Thank you for everybody that tuned in. Yeah, you guys have a little ending that you guys want to do, or I'm gonna let you go for it.
There is no wrong way to witch.
So don't be a witch about it.
That's awesome. Well, thank you guys for coming on, and thank you to all the people that commented. I know it's hard for me to click on the comments and everything, but we're watching. Thank you guys for being here, and we'll see you all soon. And see you again in May. We'll be back. And have a good night, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.